Okay, good morning, Miss Beta and class.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today I would like to tell a short story about my unforgettable trip. It started from when I passed my bachelor degree in 2013. My friend and I got an invitation from the United Nations, especially UNFPA. We came to Jakarta for presenting some project. The project related to reproduction health for teenagers. We just landed at Soekarno-Hatta International Airport in the evening and came to the Akmani Hotel by using public transportation. The local commute gave us some short briefing for prepare our presentation the next day. And the next day, me and my friend presented the project successfully. And why I thought that the trip was unforgettable, because it is the very first time I came to the capital city of Indonesia, Jakarta, and at the event I met many of local volunteers from all around Indonesia who have the same interest with us for campaign or speak out about reproduction health for the teenagers. And I still remember that event because me and my friends was a group where we were the representation from East Nusa Tenggara Province for campaign about reproduction health for the teenagers. Maybe that's all the short story for me. Thank you for the attention. Good morning.
For the chance given to me. And good morning class, and also good morning Miss Beta.
Good morning.
Now I will tell you about the memorable trip that I ever had in my life. So actually on 22nd December of 2022, my wife and I went to my mother's hometown called Aimere. Aimere is a sub-district of Ngada Regency, and it's a beautiful place. Yeah, it is a beautiful place. It locates between mountain and the sea. And actually, we went there since we want to celebrate Christmas party together with my grandmother and my grandfather. We used to go there by motorcycle since we had listed some interesting places that very popular as a tourist destination, such as Bolo Hill and also Bena Traditional Village, located near my mother's hometown. And first, we went to Bolo Hill. It is known as a beautiful. It is known as a beautiful place for mountaineering and sunrises photo. And if we are lucky, we can get stunning mountain and sunrises photo decorated by magnificent epoch. And second, we visited Bena Traditional Village, the megalithic village located in Ngada Regency, precisely in the Tiwuribu village in Jerebu sub-district. It has plenty of traditional houses and stone graveyards arranged in unique formation. We took some close-up photos and together with the inhabitants there, and short videos as we wanted to put it in Instagram reels. It was exciting and tremendous journey that made us want to stay longer there. That's all about my memorable trip, and I hope someday you will go to my place, and I will be the guide, local guide for you. Thank you.
For my wedding photo.
Yeah.
Don't forget, don't forget. Thank you, Aris.
Oh,
Okay. So let's give comment first.
Because you use conditional sentence too, you have to say if you were lucky,
If you
you
were
will
lucky.
get a good photo.
if you were
Conditional sentence,
You would. You would get, you would get.
you will get.
You would get.
Good photo.
Yeah, you would get.
Balura.
The memorable. Let's have the comment first, finish. Yeah. The memorable trip.
Yeah. Yep.
The memorable trip.
Memorable.
Yeah, memorable or the most memorable trip.
The most.
Yeah, the most memorable trip. It locates. It locates. It locates. It locates. It locates in the agency. Yeah. It is located. It is located. Yeah, because we often use this quite often. Yeah, it is, yes, located there. It's located or it is located. Yeah. It is located. At that time, we won. At that time, we want to blah blah blah. Yeah, at that time, we won. We won. We want. I want. At that time. So the activity happening in the past, we won.
We want.
Not went, but won. Yeah.
Wanted.
Yeah, we wanted. Yeah, we wanted to get some fresh air. We wanted to take some photos. Yeah, we wanted. The place that very popular. The place that very popular.
The place that is.
Yeah. The place that is very popular.
And how about when Aris used the since?
Since karena.
It should be karena.
Since means karena.
Because
Yes.
Tremendous, Alice. Tremendous. Since, yeah, what is it for? Because. Yeah. It can be used, yeah, instead of because. Since Yola didn't.
Actually, Yola gets sick. She gets tired.
Right.
She has for permission.
Yeah. So Yola does not attend the meeting since. Yeah. Since she gets stomachache. Yeah. So since, because since in this context is not translated with sejak. Yeah. But it shows reason, to give reason, just like because. You are next, please.
thank you, Ms. Beta and guys for this chance. And I'm going to share my unforgettable trips with my scholarship hunters friend from the Lombok Islands. It was in last year. No, yes, this year, 2 months a week, two months ago, and we went to the Sumbalun. It is a small village located in the slope of the Rinjani mountain, and we went there for camping because before that we had promised. We promised that if we got a scholarship, we have to visit the place for having fun and to appreciate our achievements. And at the time we went there with one of my friends, and we at the time when we arrived at the place, we directly meet a camp, and I think we around the every corner of the place to meet conversation with the local people. I think it is the beautiful place because it is surrounded by the many mountains, hills, which is really beautiful to see and to have the fresh air in the area. And at the time, although we stayed for 2 nights, but it's really memorable because we got a lot of experience with the local people. Every single morning, the people were visited us, brings coffee, tea, and also some food by the local people. And at the end of the day, at that time, we visit some of the farming fields. We directly harvested the strawberry directly from the farmer, and so that's really memorable because I can achieve the goals and with my friend, and after that we went back to home and go abroad. And now, but for me, I was joining this program first, and other my friends go study work in Australia. Thank you.
Come in.
Will we share? Suppose we share.
Yeah.
And be careful. Go around. Isn't it?
Is it a verb? Is around a verb?
Around, yes, around.
No.
Around.
So you say we around.
Yes.
So is it a verb?
You go around.
Yeah, we went around. Yeah, we got around.
And be careful, you already use conjunction, although you don't need to add verb.
So make it clear, Okay, in one sentence. Your sentence, yeah, in one sentence.
Although stay 2 nights.
Yeah.
Yes, I realized it, but
So one conjunction connects 2 clauses.
2 clauses, yeah.
So if there are only 2 clauses, so it means that it is redundant. So you need to throw away one conjunction. Although
staying only for 2 nighs.
Yeah.
I explore a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
but I explore.
be careful with that. Okay, more?
Sangat terlalu banyak kata sains jadi terkesan repetitif.
Maybe needs variation.
Before that we have.
Thank you, Miss Beta and friends.
Okay.
This my story and unforgettable, but maybe it is funny story and unforgettable in my life. So basically, I grew up with my grandfather. So my grandfather is pastor, and at the time, my grandfather went to preach other village to another village. So that's moment we went other place to another place. That we found something is problem on the street. That's pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, pig on the street deliver a baby. So yeah, so that's at the time I little boy. So that I'm in front of my grandfather. So I found the pig, and the pig want to bite me. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't saw the pig deliver the baby, delivery pig baby. So yeah, eventually that my grandfather saw me that, and we take another way, across the way, another street. So I I bring the bag, so I throw the way and I run. Then my grandfather follow me and run the street. And because I think the pig what want to bite me, and so I run, and my at the time my heard this thing in my throat, so I saw that my grandfather he didn't follow me behind me, so yeah, I think I called him. I called my grandfather that I told him, oh, he didn't came from me, so oh my God, this I died because that is mountain and like yeah, so yeah, that's happened to me. That's at the time, so that's maybe like 5 minutes later, and my grandfather followed me behind me. Then I asked to my grandfather that like, oh, I'm very thirsty and I want to drink some water. That's okay. That's at that place not water and want to drink. So maybe that's my grandfather bring me that some place for drink. After that, and we take a time that's like very long for around like 5 or 6 hours, and 5 hours and the way. So like we start that like at 7 we start at like 3 or 2 o'clock we arrive at another place. So that is, I think it's funny but unforgettable because that's my life. Yes, thank you very much.
Good morning. Alright.
I would like to talk about I think this my trip adventure. I think this is a dangerous trip, I think. Maybe dangerous trip. This is the first time I became a lecturer in my university. In one event, I think that I still remember it, in community service in one place in Soe district. The name it names Unforgettable. The local people call if we translate it into Bahasa in English is the Stone Village. Stone Village. I remember that on July 2014. I, my friend, another lecturer, and 5 of my students went to the Unforgettable to give the free medical treatment to the people of the land. It is held by Novanto Center. You know Novanto? Novanto.
Local NGO.
The local NGO, Novanto Center. it started from 5 o'clock. We start from Kupang to Soe. It took 2 hours to get the Soe city. After that, we went to Kuala Fatun. It stayed, I think it's maybe 12 hours. 12 hours. 12 hours. 12 hours because it's something dangerous in the way, in the roads to the Kuala Fatun. We have to struggle with the road. I think it's a Mudli, Rocky, and many dangerous queen like that. And turunan, dangerous turunan is so dangerous. In several locations, we must stop. We had to stop because our cars, what's that? The tires. And then to the mood. What's that? The tires. The bus tires are embedded into the mold. So the bus must be towed by another bus to go out of the mold. I thought to myself, if we live like this, how we back how we back again to the Kupang. I think it's very difficult to get the location. I think at the 12 o'clock we arrived to the Kolkata. After that we gave the treatment to the local people. Almost people over there suffer from hypertension, infection of tractus respiratory like TBC, tuberculosis, like that, and another disease. In the 5 o'clock, we finished the treatment. At the 7 o'clock, we start back from Fatun to Kupang. Finally, the same condition happened in the road. After that, I think finally at the 5 o'clock p.m. we arrived to Kupang safely. Okay, I think that's my trip, my adventure. Thank you.
Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning,
Mr. Arvin. Thank you so much for the chance. And I would like to tell you about my story about my unforgettable trip. When I was in senior high school, I watched a movie called 5 centimeter on the TV. And somehow the movie was triggered me. I mean, somehow I was triggered by the movie. To climb a mountain, and then I directly asked my cousin, who is a climber, to bring me to the mountain. And then coincidentally, his friend and he would go to the Bawakaren mountain, which is one of the highest mountain in South Sulawesi on the weekend. So without thinking twice, I said I will join. And then he said, "Are you sure? Because it is the one of the highest mountain, and it is not for newbie." And I said, "Yeah, I genuinely sure I want to go there." And then because because I was amateur at the moment, I just browsed like jacket and wore unsafety shoes. And then yeah, I started my first summit, and then it beyonds that my thought. So at the in the track of the in the middle of the track, we were stopped by rain kids and dogs, and then oh my god, I couldn't imagine. I was creeping to climb at the mountain at the moment with my clothes that had weight, and I getting hypothermia at the moment, and my friends decided to build tent, and then yeah, actually I just the funny story, because at the moment I wasn't scared with my condition, but I was afraid that I couldn't reach my first summit. I couldn't reach the top of the mountain, because actually I want to go there because I just want to show off to my friends that I can reach the pinnacle of the mountain. So yeah, fortunately in the morning the sun rose, and then yeah, we are continued our climb, and then yeah, finally I can stand on my first summit, and then yeah, I can. But unfortunately I couldn't see the sunrise at the moment. Yeah, but yeah, fortunately I can reach the top of the mountain. Maybe that's all about my story. Thank you so much for your attention.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
How are you?
Great.
I want to share with you about my brief story about an accident that was happened in 2011 or 12. The accident began when I went out of my town. I went to Beijing from Atambua. Everything is okay, everything is fine. When I went to Beijing, but it turned worse when I came back to Atambua. When I want to enter Atambua, I met a man rode a motorcycle. We passed each other, and he suddenly spun his motorcycle right in the front of me, and I could not brake my motorcycle, and then I hit him hardly. Yeah. He was thrown into the air, and I got myself laid down in the asphalt. Yeah, in the asphalt, on the asphalt. Maybe at that moment he realized that he was wrong. Because what? Because he spun his motorcycle suddenly in the front of me, while I rode fastly, about 100 kilometers per hour, I think. Yeah, I was going too fast at that moment, and when he realized that he was wrong, he rose from the asphalt too and ran away. So when he ran away, I just tried to woke up from the asphalt, and I didn't see him anymore. I felt my left leg was sick. I felt so much painful. Then I realized that my left toe was wound. No, not wound. Was wounded. Yep, was wounded. I saw many blood out of my leg, so I lifted up my motorcycle and went to hospital. Right to what Mr. Musa said, emergency room.
Yes.
Yes. Right then I found a doctor and I asked for help. The doctor came, saw my condition, and he amazed what happened with you. I got a motorcycle accident. Please rest in the bed so I can treat him. The doctor said like that. I got 6 stitches in my left foot, in my left two. Yes, in my left two, and after that the doctor gave me some medicine, and I just came back to my home with bad condition. Yeah, and because of that accident, I got my I get my right shoulder still pain until now. Yeah, it feels more painful when it feels more painful when the temperature is cold. So maybe this is my brief story. I can forget. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
Thank you. Okay, I would like to share about one of my unforgettable trip was back in February 2020 when I went to Wanggabewa village in East Sumba district. It's about 118 kilometers away from the downtown, and as I remember, the road is bumpy. It's quite bumpy and difficult, of course, because we had to pass the rivers, the hills, and the forest. And luckily, in the middle of the trip, I met Hamis Daud because he just back from the village in Pinupahar district. Yes, Pinupahar district. So and he's so handsome, of course. And then we didn't stop for a long at the time, so we just moved, and then we planned, and as I remember, we planned to go Wanggabewa one day before the activity, because we had to facilitate the children's activity in that village. And yes, my friend asked me to help her facilitate the activity, and then because the road is bumpy, it's quite difficult, and it's far away from the downtown. It took around 4 hours if the weather is fine. If the weather was fine, like bright, sunny, no rain. So we went to the Wanggabewa. Everything was fine. The river was dry, not overflow. and we arrived at the place on time, lucky us. And then the children was welcomed us with their beautiful smile. So we could start the activity on time, and then my friend Nona asked one of the children to lead the parade before the activity began. And in the middle of the activity, the weather was changed, become the heavy rain. So we moved to the inside room, and then we finished the activity around at 4 p.m. And we went back to the downtown at the 6, and unfortunately the river was overflowed, and before we passed the river, the driver got up from the car just to check the river, and he said to us, "Don't worry, everything was fine. You just need to tightly handle the handle." You know, like and yeah, we just passed smoothly. Me and Nona screaming, of course, while we passed the river, and then we took around 7 or 8 hours until we arrived in downtown. So yes, that was my unforgettable trip before I moved to Kupang. Thank you.
At December 2022, my family and I went to a beautiful place. And then it is called like Andi. You know like Andi? Oh, okay. Maybe you can search in Google. Okay, the place is located in Mountain Alpha. Mountain Alpha is regency, and we were there for holiday, and it was the best holiday in the end of the year. There are some places in my hometown, such as Pasir Putih Beach, and then Mansinam Island, and Mountain Botak. But I'm just visited to Lake Anggi for having vacation. Where is the choice place? Because the place is a beautiful and natural view. And then there are 2 Lake Anggi, and local indigenous Khalid is Lake Ligisi and Lake Ligida. Yes, sorry. The first name is Ligisi, and the second name is Ligida. Local indigenous call it because in Ligisi love love, there is shape-nya love, cinta. Yes. Yes. And indigenous love indigenous lokal indigenous lokal Khaled is Lex woman. Jadi they're Lex woman, so they're like men, sepasang gitu. Yes. They both have many spots to do activities. Consist you can swimming, you can camping, and then you can fishing, and other activities in there. In morning, we went at 5 p.m. By car Hilux. Hilux is specific in transportasi in there because in Papua many mountain. Probably same in Mr. Alfian place. Jadi on the road up down mountain. But is beauty because many forest and then environment. Okay. We went together with other family. They had a purpose same with me, and we were traveling daring for hours, but 1,020 kilometer from Manokwari city. You all can airport Manokwari, and the next continuous trip time for hours, but for hour to mountain like mountain in after getting there, we meet indigenous local, and then we there some place interesting to live in there. We direct my tent, and then we cooking food and had fun. We stay in here for now next few days and enjoy the natural beauty too. Hopefully this will be the senior year-end holiday for our family. Thanks.
Vacation places such as Kawajan, Baluran, Bangsering Underwater, and those places are often visited by many tourists. So after studying, we went to Banyuwangi, and the reason why I think it is the most memorable for me because at that time it refers for me came to Java, and I had a chance to meet people around not the world but Indonesia, because I mean I have so many friends at the time. I had so many friends at the time, and we did enjoy our time. And if I had a chance, I will go back to Bali. So I think it's enough since I want to pray.
Okay, everyone. I'm going to tell you a story about one of the most unforgettable moments. Not only unforgettable, but also the most terrible moment of trip of my life. Yeah, of my life. Okay, it was on 2008 when I joined the Sekolah Pemuda Penggerak as a volunteer. We went to one of the smallest island in Sulawesi. We spent around 18 hours by bus to go went to the what can I say, the last road at the last road there, and then continue with 6 hours by boat to the island. We went there as a volunteer to facilitate coastal children through their education, and we spent actually the program have to be in a month, must be finished in a month, but on our first week there, actually, to be specific, it was on 28 September 2008, one day before my 20th birthday. We got the news from the TV and social media about the disaster, some disaster that hit our hometown, such as earthquake, tsunami, and liquefaction that happened in our hometown. At the time, I thought it would be one of the best trips because I spent my last week as a 90-year-old girl, far from the crowd of the city, but it became one of the most terrible week for me because at that time we can't get any information from our family, were they still alive or not. The only thing that we wanted at that time, just we want to be back to our hometown and to our family and check about their situation. And right after get the information, we prepared ourselves to back to the city, and we spent around 3 days went there to be arrived to the city since the access was difficult to meet our family. And finally, gladly, my main family was safe, even though there were a lot of my relatives has died at that time. Yeah, that's why I never been forget about the trip and that situation, because that 3 days when we were back to our hometown, that was the 3 days, the most 3 days horrible for me. I can't stop crying, even I'm shaking. I don't have any idea about my family, so that's why I never forget about it. So yeah, that's all from me.
Come in.
Hi guys, I want to tell you about my unforgettable trip. In 2017, I went to Raja Ampat with my friends since we were in semester break. It was unplanned plan, and we stayed there about 1 week. And we visited several places such as Waisai, Arborek, and Pianing. When we came to the Waisai, we noticed that the weather is bad due to the rain and the wind. And then we decided to stay 4 days in Waisai, and wait the weather became better. And on the fifth day, we decided to continue our trip, and then we came to the harbor, and we were shocked because the boat we ran is just a small boat without life jacket, so it was dangerous. But since we already paid it, we cannot cancel it. And then we went first place, namely Arborek, and it was noon and the weather became getting worse, and we decided not to continue to Pianemo because the weather. And finally we back to Waisai, and we back live with a bit trauma. Thank you.
I just want to make sure that unplanned plan.
Yeah.
Unplanned plan.
It is planning or
You can say it was unplanned.
Unplanned.
Yeah, it was unplanned is enough.
The weather is.
Yeah, because it was a situation happening that time. Yeah.
Arborate is arboretum. Arborate, garden, the garden.
No, it's island.
So it's not thing, it's arboretum
Yeah.
type of garden.
Yeah.
Some ecosystem.
Island.
On 5th day or the 5th day?
Fifth day.
On the 15th day. Yeah.
Day.
On the 5th. Yeah. On the 5th day. On the 5th.
Thanks for following your compliment.
Brainstorm.